It's absolutely electric in here, and the waiting is almost over. This place is packed. It is, like I said, the hottest ticket in town, downtown Toronto. A Monday night at the Mattamy Athletics Center, and my goodness, I mean, you can see the teams there getting ready to shoot out of the tunnel. We were with them before the game. They look so ready to go, and so let's get to this thing. Down to ice level, let's meet the teams. Robbie Dorn.
Welcome to the Rio Mare Battle of the Sexes. Let's meet the teams. First up, throwing the Yellow Rocks, curling out of Stirling, Scotland, the newly crowned World Men's Curling Champions, Team Mauhead. Lead, Hammy McMillan. Second, Bobby Lemmy. Third, Grant Hardy. And the skip, Bruce Mauhead. And their opponents, throwing the Red Rocks, curling out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the reigning World Women's Curling Champions, Team Homan. Lead, Sarah Wilkes. Second, Emma Miskew. Third, Tracy Fleury. And the skip, Rachel Homan. Curling fans, it's showtime.
We should set the scene here. It is a skins game, Jen, so maybe we can just alert our audience about how a skins format works with needing to score 2 with the hammer to win that skin, and then a steal without hammer, obviously, to win the skin on the other side of things.
Yeah, I absolutely love skins because there's always lots of rocks in play, and so you need 2 to get a skin, or you need to steal 1 without hammer, and you get the skin. But here we are with the draw to the button, so Emma Miskew, and usually when you practice, Brent, like, you make sure that the person who's throwing the draw to the button throws last, so they get the right speed, the right path. But I was watching warm-up, and they did their normal. Well, Rachel threw last, so Emma would have thrown earlier in the practice. Kind of a guess.
All right, here we go. Emma Miskew with the first draw to the button here in the Battle of the Sexes.
I would have been nervous sliding into that tunnel, but this would be 10 times that. Even just sliding through that tunnel would have got my heart rate going. But
this looks a little bit strong, and I get that's again.
Look at Bruce heating up. He's heating up his broom.
You can't sweep the draw the button.
Oh, doesn't need any help. 1-0 for the Blue guys, I think, so far.
Oh, that could have been their strategy, though, Brent. You know, they might want to steal in the first end.
Listen, I will remind you. Throughout the Men's World Championship, I think Scotland didn't start any of those playoff games with hammer.
No,
so maybe they're trying to flip the script here.
They're unbelievable, and there's a lot of pressure on Bobby here because you only have to hit the rings.
This one's cruising too. They want a rethrow, maybe. Oh, Hammy hates it. We got a tie here.
Was this part of the rule book? If they both blown through the rings,
the game's over, I think.
Oh my goodness! This is
perfect.
Just gonna hold on.
But that goes back to the seconds would have thrown earlier in the practice, not knowing, and it's usually a little bit heavier. A little bit of a guess, but Bobby guessed a foot better than Emma.
I heard late in the practice they were saying 14-6 to the top 4, and that's crazy fast for first game at a slam. So could have been a little fooled there. And back to the hammer point, I mean, in skin, some teams do prefer to steal. right or wrong. I mean, everybody has a bit of an idea. Teams of today haven't played as much skins. We used to be fortunate to play a lot more skins back in the day, but definitely an interesting format. Look forward to seeing how they both handle it.
Now, there isn't a blank available in skins, but there is a carryover. So if a team does not score 2 or more points with hammer, or the other team does not steal a point, then the skin is carried over and nobody would win. So, for example, if somebody blanked or only scored 1 with hammer, then we would have a carryover.
You're seeing in the background there, the coaching bench is absolutely packed here at the Mattamy Athletics Center, and it looks like Team Marana is going to be coaching Team Homan in this game. They're wearing the hats and ready to go, and the Homan Empire hoodies as well, so they are in fine form to be coaching throughout this one. And in the back there, behind the handshakes and the preparation here, you'll see Grant Hardy giving John Cullen and former Raptor Matt Bonner, the Red Rocket, on the bench. And I wonder what insights Matt Bonner might be sharing with the boys from Scotland in this one.
Well, I know he's a big curling fan from his Raptor days. I think somebody said he was a 2-time NBA champion. So champions, winners win, Devin.
Winners win.
You want winners on your bench.
All right, so those are the coaches. That's the scene here and the rules for this game, this skins game, Battle of the Sexes, Battle of the World Champions, and we are underway here at Mattamy. Sarah Wilkes.
So now the goal here in skins is to try to set up a guard to create that steal opportunity for Team Homan. So Sarah wants this in the free guard zone if she can.
All of the other rules still apply. The no-tick rule, the 5-rock free guard zone, all of those regular rules. Generally in the skins, you don't see many hits early innings. Both teams kind of set it up early, and then you'll see some human highlight reels, as you said, for Rachel. I think this suits her game really well as reading the coach, reaching the coach. As someone who sat on the bench and watched a lot of Team Homan, what's the key to their success, Jen?
Just making the big shots when they have to. Even when they get themselves in trouble, they'll make one big shot in the end, and they don't give up very many steals. So Rachel's playing very well, drawing very well, making all kinds of big shots, and bailing her team out of trouble. And also the team in front of her, Tracy, Emma, and Sarah are so consistent that she doesn't get in trouble very often.
Just saw Hammy McMillan Jr. deliver his first stone of the game. I was with them all at the airport, and Hammy McMillan Sr. was sending his son and the Scottish team well wishes in this game tonight. And, of course, Hammy Sr. won a World Championship on Canadian soil as well, so they do enjoy playing in Canada.
There really is nothing like playing curling in Canada. For a lot of these international teams, they love when the World Championship is in Canada. So you can see Team Alex not afraid of those center guards, and do you know why? Because they make more runbacks than I've seen ever. Even our daughter, Isabella, is like, Mom, they call it to hit an inch of this rock, and they hit an inch. It's like amazing, and it truly is. I've never seen more precise runbacks by any team ever in curling. They're so good at them, and it's why they won the World Championship. Grant Hardy made, I don't even know how many.
All of them.
Yeah. So they're going to try to get around this corner guard, and that's hopefully their second point. Rachel Homan and her team cannot remove that guard from play. I would expect another guard to go up, another center guard.
Chip and roll, doesn't want to leave that second point buried. Time clocks are in play, and again, normal time skins game gets a little bit more messy, we'll say generally. There's not very many ends off, so time is a factor.
Do you think there's too much time in curling?
I do personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I think as much time as you're going to give them, curlers are going to use.
Always.
Right.
And you can't blame them either. I mean, there's situations you could talk about, almost a situation in every end could warrant a 1 or 2 minute conversation, but I think you're dead on there, Devin. No matter how much, we'll find a way to use it. Playing with Team Cooey and Team McEwen, 2 guys that are 2 of the smartest skips, but maybe take a little longer than most. It didn't matter how much time we had left. It was like, we're going to be rushing again.
Yep. Maybe add a timeout in the first 4 ends or 5 ends and add another one in the back end. I think that would change things up.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try to get that done.
Okay.
Give me that.
Might
Emma
be
Miskew. Emma Miskew welding one
Dead
on.
Murray down to the red.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
Devin, it
Yeah.
over curled a little bit, so they're not shot rock.
We're practice, so it's 14.
Let's first look at the most popular curler in the Lang Jones house, Bobby
Bub.
Lammy, hard bub. Bella's gotta love that, and Bobby's just fun to watch. The shots he makes, the sweeping, it looks like his body's gonna explode. He's
Line's
pretty
good.
short,
Line's
for
good.
sure, but he's
Line's good.
2 or 3 years
Line's
younger
good.
than me, so
T-line.
he'll be
T-line.
fine.
T-line.
Line's good. Line's real good.
Once this one above the tee line, second shot, Rachel's probably gonna follow this almost no matter where it is.
Sliding. Sweet. And continuing to slide into the back. 8.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so let's take a look at the rules of the Battle of the Sexes. A team that has hammer, again, must score 2 points to win the skin. The team without the hammer must steal at least 1 point to win. And of course, if neither team wins the skin, it's going to carry over $1,000 for the first 6 ends, and then up the ante for the final 2 ends, $2,000 in the 7th and $2,000 in the 8th. As we look at Emma Miskew and her final stone here in the first end as we get underway at a sold-out Mattamy Center here in Toronto.
No, you're not surprising. I mean, Emma's missing this a little bit light. They swept it the whole way. And they get it in for shot rock. What a sweep from Sarah Wilkes. It's close, but it looks like red is shot rock. And everybody's been missing heavy, so you're not surprised when they miss light.
Or that, hair high. Okay. Try and plant it. Yeah.
Back to the run back, as
Easy
you
field.
said, Jen.
Yeah,
The
easy
best,
field.
well, they're the best in the world at the soft
There's
and hard
7-8.
stuff.
There's
Maybe that's
center.
why they're the best in the world.